We're live, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to the Life as a Chad YouTube channel. I thank you all for being here, wherever you may be, and of course, however you may be listening. Just a few announcements. I do have a Rumble channel, and I have posted at least half my videos on there. If you guys want to check it out in the description box, please do. Also, you guys can see my Twitter handle. I decided to create a Twitter as this channel grows. I will be throwing out some fucking bangers on the Twitter as soon as I see the follow count start to go up. But until then, I don't see any reason to get too involved in the Twitter arena. But like I said, I will throw some fucking bangers in there once it goes up. So I came across this video as I normally do, and this shit is absolutely hilarious, and we're going to be watching it. It's from the SOS channel, from the Valuetainment YouTube channel. And you guys know I've made a few videos concerning people or OnlyFans chicks and really just chicks in general who get passed around the red pill channels, whatever, fucking Fresh and Fit, fucking SOS, all these different channels. I don't like that. To me, they should do their best not to platform these fucking 304s as much as possible. Pearly things. I mean, they literally go across to all of them, and it absolutely increases their revenue, which is sad, because y'all be simping out there. But this chick is no different. She's been on whatever. I've seen her on Fresh and Fit. Now she was on SOS. And so we're going to check out her response here on this video. I don't know exactly when it was dropped. I guess we'll see it because I actually saw it from he's a British guy, British black guy. Like I think it's like a Kato or like a Keiko TV or some shit like that. And he was responding to it, and then I thought, fuck, I gotta respond to this shit. So it looks like this was dropped 4 months ago. So I'm a little bit behind. Forgive me, please forgive me. But we're gonna respond to this shit all the same.
The men that you have dated are trash. It seems like some
No,
cognitive
I've had
dissonance
some
here if you're
great
looking for love.
exes. I'm not saying they're all
Fuck it,
trash.
let's watch the whole thing.
Men are trash.
Men are trash.
Yes.
There we go.
Now, is it that all men are trash? Is it that the men that you have dated are trash? It seems like some cognitive dissonance here if you're looking for love.
I'm not saying they're all
Okay.
trash.
Great question by this guy, in fairness to him. Now, I've had my disagreements with him. He is a pretty liberal guy. But most of the time when women say that, it's based off of two things. One is the feminist programming that they have been indoctrinated with, and the second thing is that women are hypergamous and they date men that are the same or better than them. And in this feminist society that has basically opened up women's sexual possibilities, and in this technological day and age, it has basically morphed women towards or moved women towards their natural inclination, which is to be with the top dogs, top men. As much as they want to deny it and shit like that, it's turned into that. And that's why on dating sites you see only 10-20% of men getting swiped right on at all. If honestly, fellas, if you even get a couple of likes on fucking some of these dating sites, even if it's a fucking fat 304, you're not doing too bad. But so it's a great question, because that is basically how they answer this question based off of. And so oftentimes you'll see a chick who has been with some of these top G's, these fucking Chads, if you will, and these Chads pump them and dump them. Rub them, and whatever fucking metaphor you want to use. Beta bucks, alpha fucks. And then they apply how they feel about those men and how those men have treated them to all men, which men know that that's not true. And the fact is that most, I would say at least half of the population of men would do anything and everything to make a woman like her happy if given the chance.
Trash, but the fact of finding a relationship with a guy that is gonna work is very unlikely.
Okay.
For me.
Describe your ideal man. Like,
I want love. I want to.
Okay,
I
you want love.
I want love. I want some of that fucking chemistry.
Chemistry that's insane.
Paint a picture of your ideal.
That's insane. That shit is funny as fuck. I want that love. I want that shit that's fucking insane.
Ideal man. Like, genuinely think about this. He's such and such a height. I want him to make such and such a money. I want him to treat me this way. I want him to respect.
Yeah, he's like a 1%.
Okay.
Less than 1% type
Describe him.
of guy.
Okay, well, at least you're being honest about that. Fuck.
Describe him.
I guess family man.
Okay.
Maybe likes the same holidays I like. Good to children and pets.
I've never heard that one before. Likes the same holidays I like. What the fuck does that mean? I mean, was she mainly saying like faith? You know, because a lot of modern women love fucking Halloween. But as a Christian myself, I don't give a shit about Halloween. Now, you know, when I was in college and shit, and you know, that time of year is still definitely a great time of year to fucking find 304s, but for, well, what you use 304s for, but you know, I've never heard that. But same holidays I like. What the fuck does that mean? Do you celebrate Junetober or Juneteenth or whatever it's called?
Tall, has money, more than I would make most likely, or at least can take care of the family.
Okay, so she does OnlyFans, and I'm guessing that she makes, let's just estimate low. She makes $100,000 a year currently from OnlyFans. She won't make it forever, but currently she makes that. So that means that the man would have to make it. Now, she does answer it later on, but just for the sake of argument, at least $150K a year. That right there, just as far as money goes, and tall, just those two metrics, okay? Being above 6 feet, being 6 feet or taller is only 15% of the population, okay? I don't know what it is specifically for America. Maybe it's less, maybe it's slightly more. Maybe that 15% is what America is, but that's usually a number that's thrown around. Is only 15% of the population of men is 6 foot or below, or above. Excuse me, above. And $150,000 a year, that's a top 5% earner right there. So even just those two metrics, that's a top G, bruh. That's a top fucking G.
And what I would like to do if I need to have kids, that means I probably have to give up some things.
Minimum amount of money that you would want your man to make a year, or net worth?
I've already been down this road. Listen,
he's
barely even alive at this point, okay? So
what's the amount?
Over $1 million a year.
Okay,
oh,
$1 million
wow.
And is that because?
Okay, that is less than top 1%. And see, this is the problem that we find ourselves in, fellas, and this is the West, and this is why, you know, when I was younger, I used to think that the whole concept of arranged marriage was ludicrous. But, you know, as you get older, you start to find that a lot of this shit that was done in the past was actually there for a reason. And, you know, you can see that women just have these outrageous expectations and ideas. And really the crux of the problem is, and like it doubles and amplifies in intensity, the issue with a mindset like this is, you know, it's one thing to have that expectation, but it's another to have that expectation and not be willing to do anything to get that type of man or add to that type of person. So not only are you not willing to change, but you still expect that. I mean, that is insane. That's why I do not feel bad for these women. I just don't, because it is beyond insane. There's no word to really attach to it.
Based on the rules of hypergamy, women will only date across and up? Is because
Sure,
you've made a
yeah,
good amount
I
of
don't want
money?
to date someone that makes less money than I do.
You would not. So why would a guy who makes $1 million a year, and I mean this sincerely, why would he want to marry you?
Why wouldn't he want to?
I'm asking you. Tell me, like, sell yourself.
Well, if I fall in love.
See, only women can respond as stupid as she just did. If a woman were to ask that same thing to a man, he would know exactly what was meant. Or even if a man asked that to a man, and it would be like, oh yeah, no, I have to bring this, I got to do this, I got to do this shit. But to her, it's like, no, I just, the fuck, bring something. What the fuck you talking about? I'm just fucking me. I'm just me. It's crazy.
And that's the right person.
So
we're meant to be together.
Let's say this, Lex.
See, that's the other thing. You know, this whole meant to be concept is again, only women can believe that shit, you know, and that is like major cope. You know, I'm going to respond to Neon and the video of him going on to Fresh and Fit, but suffice it to say, one of the responses that the bimbo Neon should have as a side chick said is, well, I'll be with the man I'm meant to be with. And see, only women can say that because number one, it's major cope. But number two, it allows them to continue to live the lie that they're living. And it provides an answer, albeit a fake ass one and a non like actualizing one, but it provides an answer to why they don't change, why they can just be who the fuck they are and expect what they want.
Do you want to marry an NBA player?
I don't know what I want him to be. NBA is tough. Athletes are.
Do you want to marry a rapper?
No.
Okay, so let's.
Okay, so that right there, $1 million a year, and not willing to have either of those, that cuts it down even more. Holy shit!
Let's remove NBA players and rappers from the equation.
Hey, I like NBA players.
Listen, I've got 20 NBA players on speed dial. I'll hook you up right now.
Well,
but
me too.
You
but
don't want that.
That's besides the point.
Okay, so let's just strike that from the record for a
Sure,
second, Lexy.
sure.
Lexy.
A businessman would be
hear me
nice.
out. Hear me out.
What?
I'm trying to find you love right now.
Okay.
Genuinely. I'm trying to find you some love.
Okay.
Trying to help.
I'm not picking
A
on you.
businessman would be
Okay,
nice.
so you
It's
want a
not really
businessman.
in my scene because
Okay.
entertainment's.
A businessman.
Yeah.
Tell me what you, other than being a sex icon, are bringing to this businessman, this multimillionaire businessman's life that's going to help him in life.
It
Because
depends.
again, he's got money.
It depends what he's looking for, what he needs.
What do you think? I'm
I don't
asking
know.
you.
I don't know what that's
Well,
going to
Lexy,
be, but
you
I
need
can
to
offer
know-
everything and anything
Lexy,
I can.
let me help you out, baby. You need to know. You're the one looking for love. You're the one that has a very
That's true.
specific
I don't know.
idea.
I can-
That's very true. I mean, I couldn't have said it better myself. You know, if you, I mean, it's just like this is so like obvious to men. Like I I can't even fucking watch this shit, bro. Like this is just so obvious to men. Like, you know, you want to play college sports. Okay, well, you have to fucking train. You want to get the job. Well, you fucking have to have good experience. You have to maybe have a degree. Not always, but maybe. You have to have done certifications and shit like that. You know, if you want something, then there has to be shit that you do to get it. Okay? This is fucking insane, bruh.
can fucking cook, clean, have children, be there as a partner,
Girl, who the fuck you kidding? You can't fucking clean.
a supportive partner, all the fucking things I need to be as a
But
wife.
you say that like kind of condescendingly.
No, not at all.
Are you saying that like because you
all
want
of
to do
those
that?
things, yes.
Okay.
But you know the irony of it all?
What?
She can do all these things. That
Black guys sound so funny. But you want to know the irony of it all? Shit, this bitch fucking crazy.
make her a suitable wife. It has yet to become a wife.
Because I haven't found the right guy. I've left most of the guys that I date.
Why did you leave the guys?
Because they weren't meant to be my husband.
Okay.
I just felt like they weren't it.
So marriage is not about what you. It's not. Nobody's perfect for you.
No.
Marriage is something that you got to work on. You got to
Yeah, I
maintain once you
understand.
get in a relationship. It's not, and nobody's.
No, you
like,
don't
designed
understand
for
that.
you. And I know there's a lot of
You don't understand that. And I actually think that this is something that a lot of Christian men struggle with as well. It's, you know, it was something when I was a young man, I struggled with as a Christian man. especially if you're a Protestant, because Protestants believe in it's preordained, it's predestination, and I can see why a lot of men would fall prey to the whole concept of, well, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. But when you really think about that answer, it's just lunacy. You regardless of what shakes out in God still provides us with free will to, how do you weigh that, Protestants? God still provides you with free will to do the things to get what goals that you want to attain or achieve. So,
religious that try to promote that, but that's just not true.
I agree with you.
So it's about making it work, de-escalate. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry, guys, my fucking
it's
back.
tolerance involved.
My back.
Compromise
and jumping
involved.
out when there's some red flags and stuff too, and leaving a relationship when you should be leaving.
But do you ever want children?
I do.
So,
but then she later says, I don't know if we're going to watch it all the way through. I mean, this is only 6 minutes though. She later says, I don't even know if I want to pop a kid out of this pussy or something like that.
Are you aware that once you get to a certain age that it'll be highly likely that you'll have geriatric pregnancy?
Sure, yeah, and I can do things.
And you're willing to take the risk?
In exchange, like take my eggs out if I want.
Keep in mind, guys, she is 34. Okay, this is not a young woman. But by relationship standards, it's not. And her mindset, I say this on the channel all the time. So many people in the West are victim to arrested development. They are kids living in adult bodies.
Or whatever, have a surrogate, whatever I need to do if I want kids, yeah.
But you see how the times have changed. You see how we come to a
Who
point
said
where
I even want to have a child come out of my
we've come to a point in
vagina?
time where women
I
gotta
see
take
their way. Fuck.
their eggs out. Because
Yeah,
it's so
because we
hard
have careers and things that we're more focused on. Like I wanted to sing, I wanted to travel the world,
Okay, again, that's fine. And this is what, is said on the Fresh and Fit podcast all the time, or any Red Pill channel. That's fine. But at the same time, if you want a top fucking G, it's reasonable to understand or even expect that you will possibly have to give up certain aspects of your life to be with that top G, because that top G is more of a unique thing than you is. Okay. But that's the conflict that exists. Is on one hand, they want this fucking, creme de la creme. They want the gold, but on the other, they don't have the fucking money to buy it. So
to teach classes, and it's hard having a man, because a man wants one thing, a woman that basically nothing, to just sit home and have kids and take care of the household. I had dreams and passions that I knew if I didn't do.
That's crazy. I know that at first I didn't see it when I heard her say that, but the sheer disrespect that she has for how much work it takes for a woman to take care of the nest is why she will never be a wife. That is the answer. That was the statement right there. Like all of them are, but that is the main, her negative viewpoint of what it is and what it entails and what it is not is why she will never be a wife, and why she sure as fuck will not be a wife to a top G.
I would be extremely upset.
So you just
and
said,
a man just kind of gets in the way every time I've had a boyfriend. They've always kind of just like gotten in the way of this
Question
thing.
for you.
Yeah.
And I don't want this to feel like we're attacking you. We appreciate you.
Not at all.
Glad you're here. Like you're sharing your story. Great, all of us. So it's like, at this point in your life, and then I want to come to each of you. For you right now, because you're not going to go and change the past. I'm sure you are very proud of what you've accomplished, no doubt. You became a millionaire. You became very famous. Like, you are getting along with your dad for the most part. Everything's good. You've got a lot of friends. You've made some music. At this point, today, moving forward, are you more focused, or what's more important, a career or family?
I'm kind of in the middle. I feel like I want to maybe a couple more years keep doing what I want to do, because there's a couple things that I want to accomplish, and I'm in the middle of doing it right now.
Okay.
But I do.
Man, again, what top G? I mean, I'm just repeating myself at this point. I mean, what fucking top G is going to want? I mean, even non-top Gs, you're going to be 36 in a couple of years. She ain't ready for marriage. She wants to do, her career is more important than any man ever could be. And that is why she won't be married. If she don't know that yet, she ain't never gonna know.
Do you want to?
And then it'll be too late to even fucking think about it. That is the tragic story. But I'm not saying that to say feel bad for this broad, but still.
Family, and I do want to find somebody. So
I'm saying that to warn any ladies who might come across this channel who are not this girl's age, but maybe approaching and shit like that, because once it's gone, it's gone. I mean, men, that's not the case, but for women, right or wrongly, it is.
Oh, it's kind of like we'll figure it out when we get there. We'll figure it out.
But a little bit of pushback.
This fucking chick.
You're
bro.
33, soon to be 34. What Bruiser was talking about is that at age 35, there's something called geriatric pregnancies.
It's do I want to give up my life right now to be in a relationship is what people are asking me.
Okay.
Because it's not, you can't really necessarily have a fucking life besides your husband at that point.
But
and do
Lexy,
I want to do that now? I don't think so. Not yet.
So Lexy, I'm only going to use your words and I'm going to repeat them.
Okay.
And this is only here
okay. I pointed this out in the comments. Not only does her like worldview prohibit her, but the fact that she's had OnlyFans, the fact that she's exposed her body, the fact that she's fucking ghetto, the fact that she's 35. I mean, all these reasons are why it's too fucking late. It's too late. I mean, she might be able to find an average fellow, which she would be lucky to even have him. But as far as the top G, fuck no. She'll be what I get. I'll tell you right now what will end up happening to her. She will end up being a perennial side piece for all these top Gs. You know, some higher pecking order for some than others, but she will be a perennial side piece for as long as she can still have sex for the most part. But menopause is already kicking in for her, so even that won't last that long. But as much as a MILF can have sex or whatever, you know, but that will be the rest of her life is to be a perennial side piece until even that's gone.
On one hand, you're saying, I want love, I'm looking for love. And on the other hand, you're basically saying, I'm focused on my career, I'm not going to give it up. It's very hard to do two things at once. So if you like that clip,
all right,
click right here.
That's that, guys. So let me know what you guys think. I mean, you know, I pretty much said everything I think about it. She's fucked. I don't, you know, like I said, I just don't. I've seen too many of these videos, man, and I just don't have sympathy for them anymore. You know, I have sympathy for the lie that they've been told and the falsehoods that have been pulled over their eyes. But you know, at the same time, you know, how much you want to bet that there's been at least 30, maybe even I'd fucking put it in the hundreds of normal average dudes who have tried to hit her up when she was in her prime that she fucking said no to. So I just don't feel bad, guys. I mean, you know, I feel bad so far as like a warning to other ladies, but for them, the decision's been made, you know, and people have to deal with their decisions and the consequences of their decisions. You know, if you're too fucking cocky and arrogant to learn from other people and the warnings that other people are putting forth your way, what can I say? All right, guys, like, comment, share, subscribe. You guys know the fucking drill. Hopefully I'll be on a debate panel here coming up. Very excited for that. I'm trying to get some guests, some big guests on the pod. Like I said, definitely check out the Twitter. If I get enough followers on the Twitter, I will fucking throw some bangers out. And last but not least, DBAP, don't be a pussy willow and facts our feelings, because your feelings just don't fucking matter. Love you, kings. See you guys next time. Christ is king. Peace.